wondered what it's like going to like a concert when you're in a wheelchair? I go to metal concerts a lot, and you know, it's a lot easier than you'd expect. Aside from the like terribly inaccessible bars, because they are not updated, but like actually on the floor, I've had pretty good experiences. So when it's just general admission and everyone is just standing, I like those because then I get to go to the very front. Either the people around me are very supportive and they'll like move, or the security will have like a bar and I'll be on the other side of it. Sometimes it's on the very like right or left of the stage, which kind of sucks sometimes, but like you get good seats. And I've gotten a guitar pick from that because I was in the front. The most recent concert that I went to, they had a standing room only, except they had a balcony for me to be on. It was like a step above everyone else, so I could see perfectly, and so like it was pretty good seats. It wasn't all the way at the front of where the concert people were, but they were still really good. As for like moshing and like people jumping around and stuff, I fist pump, and it can be a little cramped sometimes, but I haven't had problems. Most of the time people just don't see you because they're in tall boots and you're super short. I know part two. Part two of metal concerts when you're in a wheelchair. So I've already said this, I really like the standing room only because they put me in the front and it's great seats. Well, what if it's like a big concert where you have to get like assigned seats? They suck because it's really hard to find seats that are like wheelchair accessible but also not like super expensive or a really bad seat. You know, there's just limited spaces where you can even choose. And then when I went and it was a wheelchair accessible place, they didn't have a place to put my wheelchair and they got mad at me. And I was like, I can't leave my wheelchair just in the hall far away. Like, what do you want from me? It was really bad. I much prefer concerts where I can sit in my own wheelchair because it's way comfier, it's made for my body, like it's just, and it's good to not lose it. But usually those buildings are a lot more accessible. But yeah, don't stop your disability from doing the things that you enjoy. Going to concerts in a wheelchair, people are like unexpectedly nice. You can have like big metal guys like threatening other people if they won't get out of your way. You can like get security to like part the way for you. But sometimes they try to help in ways that like we didn't ask for. Like I was at a rave and these two ladies kept pushing me forward. And she was trying to get me like up there or like getting the guy's attention, and I didn't even know him. These guys were like, hi, and I was like, what is happening? I can't actually leave. There are so many of them. So that was a little oop. Hey guys, this is me getting ready for the Ghost concert. Have you heard people talking about concert etiquette, about standing at a seated concert in an auditorium? Well, as a wheelchair user, I unfortunately ran into this against my will. Also, I made this headpiece out of a cape. The fact that I went to a concert where I could see perfectly fine when everyone was seated, but as soon as Ghost had a hint of coming on stage, I was only able to see the band through people's phones recording. I, as you might have noticed, can stand. Sometimes it's not all just about you. I was next to people who could not get out of their wheelchair. Now, I really understand wanting to have the full experience when you go to a concert. Personally, I like experiencing concerts moving and standing and dancing as much as I can. But those are usually standing room only concerts. By the way, I made these earrings. They've got looped earplugs attached to them so that I can like headbang and they won't fall out. Basically, the biggest difference is standing concerts, they put the disabled people in the front. Seated concerts, they put the disabled people in the back. Concert really just isn't meant for people standing. No, it might seem like an inconvenience and you don't think about disabled people when you're not disabled.